Hey folks, Don at Boswell's Harley-Davidson here in Nashville, Tennessee. This is the 2020 Harley-Davidson Sportster. So, it's the Harley-Davidson Sportster. For 2020, there are 4 different versions available. The 883 Iron, there's a 48 model, a Roadster model, which is kind of a hot rod model. And this bike that I'm riding is the Iron 1200. This particular one I'm riding is in billiard blue. I absolutely love these 70s inspired graphics. It's definitely a throwback. If you're old as me, you remember when these graphics were new. They're really cool. Along with the 70s inspired paint, there's a lot of blackout going on. The exhaust, there's 9-spoke black wheels front and back, and of course the fixed black windscreen, which I think is super cool. It's got mini apes on it, so my arms are literally straight out from where they should be in a natural position. My feet are just almost straight below my knees. It's almost like you're sitting in a chair. This bike is so comfortable. At the same time, there's a little bit of a lean forward, but man, it's just a comfortable bike. By the way, this is not the ideal shirt for riding. Hopefully you're not hearing that flapping around. But the bike has a 1200cc Evo engine. It's fuel injected. And for those of you who are not familiar with what that might mean, trust me, you want a fuel injected motorcycle. You can go out in the morning if it's 20 degrees or 80 degrees, hit the start button and this bike's gonna fire right up. So it's fuel injected, 73 foot-pounds of torque at 3,500 RPM. So because it is a smaller bike, that may not sound like a lot, but this bike will absolutely get up and go. Hold on there, Mr. Truck. Thought he was going to pull out in front of me. Always got to be watching. The seat on the bike kind of has a cafe racer vibe to it with the back shelf. It keeps you planted. This bike is super comfortable. I'm going to be honest with you guys, I take a lot of crap because I absolutely love the Sportster. And people will tell you that it's the baby Sportster, it's not a real motorcycle, it's a bunch of crap if you hear that. These bikes are the coolest little bikes Harley-Davidson has ever produced. And speaking of produced, they've been in production since 1957, so something's going right with them. But I love these bikes. Bike has a ton of low-end torque. I'm telling you, man, these bikes are great. At the same time, they're super nimble. One of the pluses about Sportsters is that both of the irons are under 10 grand MSRP. So they're very affordable and you get a ton of bike for the money. I've had just about every bike you can imagine. I've had touring bikes, I've had everything. And I tell you what, while I wouldn't want to take this bike from here to California and back necessarily, if I'm riding around town, the first bike I'm pulling out of the garage is my Sporty. They're just great bikes. Stoplights. It's almost 90 degrees. I really don't want to sit at stoplights all day. Come on, light. Come on, light. If you're considering a motorcycle, maybe you're a first-time rider, or maybe you want a bike that's not a pain in the rear to pull out of the garage every time you want to go riding, come test ride a Sportster at Boswell's Harley-Davidson. We got 3 Middle Tennessee locations to serve you. We're on Fessler's Lane in Nashville. Gallatin Road North in Madison and on Interstate Drive in Cookeville. Come on down, we'll put you on the seat of one of these and let you experience it for yourself. But I'm telling you, you're going to love this bike. Come check it out at Boswell's Harley-Davidson.